to the third question, which is a doozy. They all doozies today, actually, but have the morals and values of women changed? Do you think that is better or worse? And why do you think they changed?
That the morals have gotten worse. Way worse. And one of the reasons why I say, when I was younger, it was hard to just fit on a girl's behind without seeing their parents or whatever. You know, they had some dignity and respect about themselves. But nowadays, they just give it up. There's no fight, there's no, no hunting or nothing. Yeah. It's like, it's the other way around. Yeah. The women are chasing the men. Right. And it's the younger ones are doing it. It's real rampant with the younger ones. But now you got some older ones doing it. You got a lot of older ones doing it that grew up in the time that I grew up in. I don't know if it's desperation or they feel they getting old, or they feel they can't get nobody else, or they just gonna get what they can, however they can. But to me, I think the morals, not with all women, but I say the vast majority of them, just the morals are just gone. Wow. Yeah, just gone. Because I've seen a lot of women do some and say some crazy stuff, and it just shocks me. And they talk about how men are dogs and men do this, and I think y'all either right there with us, or y'all done the seesaw and went on this side now. Because I think the morals just out of there. Yeah, and why? And I can't even say it's a racial thing. I just think it's just all across the board. Yeah. It's all across the board.
The actions of some people, of some of the women that I've seen. I mean, back when I'm with you guys, when I was a young boy, you could not touch that girl's booty without seeing her parents or going to the office or something like that. But now, I mean, you got twerk videos on YouTube. Seriously, where did that come from? I mean, but that's wow. I mean, so. I mean, I don't knock anybody how they dress. I mean, I understand you want to be presentable, you want to be sexy. I get it. I mean, but I think some women have gone way too far
it's a
with that. And I think that needs to be a line drawn, but we can't draw it. They have to draw it for themselves. But because of that, I mean, I'm with you, the morals have definitely, gone to the deeper pits of hell. I don't know what it's called, but it's really bad. And like I was saying, I mean, they give it up easy. If you have a bottle, you got a bottle.
You don't even got a bottle.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. But if you show a little bit of interest, spend a little bit of money, and it's over.
You ain't even gotta spend money, man. You just gotta know how to talk.
See, and a lot of us don't have golden mouthpieces like you do. Right? You
ain't gotta know how to talk either.
Sometimes you just show up.
Just ask.
It's all of it, huh?
Do what the Bible
says. Triple
ask.
Triple into it.
Ask if you shall receive.
You will receive. And the door shall be open to you. But you're right. You're right. You ain't got to do a lot of nothing now.
I'm just wondering, is it a competition? It's killing me.
I think it's something to do.
Is it really a shortage of men?
It can't be that bad.
I know they say the women outnumber the men, but come on,
it can't be that bad. Man.
Women outnumber men by 10,770,000 between the ages of 15 and 60, I think it is.
That is an unbelievable number.
I'm listening to all y'all. Listen to the young brother. Y'all listen to my brothers here on the round table. And women have all outnumbered men. That's not changed. And the morals have gotten worse. And I can point to one reason and sit here and listen to all y'all. There's no more Big Mama. Big Mama set the ground rules for men and women. Big Mama, you always knew what Big Mama was.
Right. Yeah.
Big Mama set the rules here, and you wouldn't want to pass those rules. Big Mama let young women know this is how you do it, baby. This is how you carry yourself. This is what you wear. This is what you don't wear. Period. There was no judging that, and that has nothing to do with the church, even though it affected the church as well as outside. Big Mama told you this is what you don't wear. This is how you walk. This is how you talk. she also let young brothers know you don't cross that line when it comes to women. Big Mama had a role in all of our lives.
Yeah.
Big Mama's not there anymore.
You wanna know where she at?
Where's she at?
In the club.
There you go.
Look at mama.
But that's my answer. That's my answer.
That's what the mark.
Big Mama was the one who controlled all that.
Big Mama opened the club too.
Big Mama's in the club now.
When you start having kids younger, that's what the problem happens. That's what all went down at. When you start having babies young and you exclude Big Mama, because Big Mama ran everything. And y'all, all for the fellas, y'all knew that, and the girls knew that. She controlled the parameters. And there's no Big Mama. So you lost that boundary, that guideline.
Yeah, Big
And without
Mama.
that, it's all holes are barred right now.
I met a few Big Mamas.
Yeah, you don't mess with me.
In the club, I mean.
Oh, that's the reason why. It's pretty simple.
Well, is this better or worse for men? Do y'all like the new change in values and morals of women, or no?
It depends on what you want. If you in the club and you looking for
That club chick, yeah.
you looking for the club chick, then bring on Big Mama and her daughter. But if you looking for,
If you look
if
for
you in the club, period, looking for a housewife, you in the wrong
place.
place.
You
I'm just
that's
sorry.
my way.
Well, I disagree. I think you're
I
gonna.
ain't saying hold on. I ain't saying you can't now.
Right.
But when you talking percentages,
Yeah.
the vast percentages, you ain't gonna find no housewife up
In
in
the
there.
club.
No, now when she out there doodoo browning all over the stage,
Exactly.
and you know she gonna want to keep doing that.
Twerking with a wet t-shirt.
And you gonna want your wife out there doing that? No, I don't think so.
Going back to the next question though, what she said was, is it better or worse for us? I think it's worse, incrementally worse for men.
It is.
Because what it's done to us, we've lowered our standards, we've lowered our bar. Whereas before we had to step up our
But I
game.
thought our standards was already low.
Negative. She said, is it better or worse for us? I think it's
I thought it was
worse.
already low.
Negative.
That's what I heard.
That you had to step your game
It
up.
was already low.
Yeah,
We accept anything.
I think I got butt to get back.
We as men, we like challenges. We don't like to, we're hunters. We like to hunt.
Right.
Easy game, we don't want easy game. We want to go kill a lion. Would you rather kill a lion, or would you rather kill a rabbit? I'm asking you, it's a Milwaukee thing. Would you rather kill a lion, or would you rather kill a rabbit?
Would you rather catch a fish in a bucket or cast a rod out in the sea?
Let me go on the stick catch it. No, we like challenges, men like challenges. We don't want nothing easy.
You know, I feel you on that.
Talk to me.
We like challenges.
Thank you.
But every now and then, we get tired of running after the same old one.
See,
Sometimes,
this
I want to
created
stay
a
up
new
in
challenge. This created a new challenge.
I'm elbow foot up in that.
How many deers can a lion eat at one time?
Exactly.
Versus,
One time.
I'm just gonna chase this one deer and I'm just gonna catch that one and be satisfied with it.
Okay.
That's why I say it depends on the
See
individual
what you want.
if it's a problem or not. If you just out there trying to mess with anybody, then that's what you like.
Right.
But if you're a guy that's trying to settle down with somebody, then that makes it worse because you don't want to grab no woman with no bad morals.
As a whole, though, I ain't talking if you look for a wife or anything. I'm saying, as a whole, for men, I think it's worth whether, regardless if you look for a wife or a booty call, regardless, I think it's worse because our standards have been lowered as men. Period. That's all I'm saying.
Explain these things, because
Easy.
I just want to make sure.
Even if you have to a booty call back in the day, you had to at least have a game, have a decent ride, have a decent something. Nowadays, like you just said earlier,
Okay.
all you gotta do is trip. You follow me now?
Okay, I see.
You can just trip and stuff now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had to at least have some kind of game about yourself, have some kind of looks, and carry yourself a certain way to achieve your goal, whether it was a wife or a booty call. Now, like Mike said, you just walk down the street and fall. Where'd that come from? That's what I'm saying.
That's a good find, though. Tripping is a find, too.
And that's like with my daughter, she's 18, she's basically grown now. But that was always a fear of mine, It's her falling into that category of the low morals and a lot of things. I think too that can contribute to is the fathers being in the life. The woman can help her be a woman.
Yeah.
But it's just something about a father being there that I don't know if a father's absent.
Yep.
Maybe they looking for something from that guy that they was missing from the father.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a big contributor right there
That's
too.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
And
big
And because like if she got a father in her life, then that set the bar for the dude, and like the
Right.
dude she looked to,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
they say women want to like date their fathers or whatever, or somebody that's like their pops or whatever. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like a suggestion, I'll say, if you got a young daughter, best thing, take your daughter, say, look, we going on a date.
Yeah.
Don't take her to Applebee's. Don't take her to Olive Garden. Take her to somewhere where you're going to break your pocket.
You're going to break your pocket.
Let her set her, where it's not so easy to where I can just take you to the show and now you some popcorn and a soft drink and then, that's enough for me to try to set some standards for her. But at the same time, not make her too much to where she's, might not give a decent guy a fair chance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got 2 daughters. I can tell you right now, my oldest daughter's 17, my youngest is 14. Daughters need their fathers just as much or more than they need their mothers. Yeah. But a father will show them a certain standard. A mother will teach her how to be a woman and the womanly aspect of things, but a father's going to show her the standards. Right. When my daughter, when a girl does something that she wants approval for, she doesn't run to her mother. Yeah. She gets approval from her father. Yeah. She's going to say, Daddy, look what I did. She's not going to say, Mommy, look what I did. She'll run to her father and say, Dad, look what I did. Because she wants, the approval comes from Dad. Right. Right. The nurturing comes from her mother. And that's the difference. If you don't get that at that certain age from mother, you miss something.
It should come from the dad.
Exactly.
That authority, no more than stern authority. But then, this is just my opinion. I think too the way the dad interacts with the daughter sets the standard for how she might pick a guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. More if you being half-assed with her. Yeah. Maybe she might pick a half-ass guy.
That's what you gonna do. That's not.
But if you showing her stature and all this stuff, then most likely she gonna look at her mother and look what she's dealing with, and I want to deal with that when I get older. Not saying it's 100% it will happen, because they can easily get persuaded once they get out in the world. But I think it's better by showing them that.
Yeah. Got you.
By showing them. I think that's what's been missing.
Yeah.
As far as the morals too.
Yeah, conversion.
I was just gonna, because I had a daddy and I'm close to my daddy. When you have a father as a woman, you have to pick a man that you can bring home to your father.
Thank you. Exactly.
You can't just bring anybody to your daddy. Your daddy will be like, "What the hell?" And then you go like, "What, daddy?"
Right.
I was going to piggyback on what Cal was saying. Conversely, a woman who doesn't have that strong male figure in their life, they really don't have anything to gauge whoever they're dealing with up against. There's no gauge for it. So they're pretty much on their own, left on their own to kind of be swept up in whatever they end up with.
Because it's a lot of stuff get pinned on us men when it comes to that too. But you can shift some blame on women too, because a lot of them, just because you have the child with you don't necessarily mean you're a good mother.
That's true.
You can be trifling.
Oh yeah.
And you can be showing your.
Be careful, man. Be careful now. Face coming up. Be careful. Don't say it too loud. Tell me.
Calvin Brown said, not him, me.
Vision Rod Studios in 1906 and a half, South Halsted here in Chicago.
If you've ever dreamed of becoming an entrepreneur and don't know where to start, The Entrepreneur Within You by Julie Holloway is a must-read. Holloway and 17 co-authors share advice and inspiration that can save you from serious business blunders. So purchase your copy today on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. The Entrepreneur Within You. Empowering, equipping, inspiring.
You got some trifling women out there. You leaving your daughter at home, going out to the what they say in the old day, the juke joint.
Say it ain't something.
And you leaving them at home, bringing different guys in the house, and you showing them this. Okay, what you expect them to go and do?
Exactly.
They're gonna do the same thing. They feel you did it, I can do it too. Yeah. And if you're not there to show them what they need to see, what you expect, it's gonna happen. Then that's
a scary thought.
I think a lot of
that's a scary thought.
So that happens all the time. I've seen mothers decked out, kids looking ragged.
So you wonder why we are what we are. That's, you said it right there.
As far as like the women with the morals part.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem too. A lot of these young mothers, I don't want to say an age limit, but I say as far as women, like some in the mid-30s and upper 30s, just don't know how to be mothers to their daughters.
Exactly.
and just showing them the wrong thing. Okay, but already know, in our community, we have a lot of single parent homes, and mostly fathers are not there.
We have the highest percentage of all races of single parent homes.
I agree with that. But as far as with a girl, with a little girl, the mother should still be able to distill some morals into her.
Right.
And show her, what she can.
But here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be done with it. I think that it's just such a really bad trickle-down effect when it's just everybody in every generation has had somebody not be there, single parent. Yes. Nobody's being taught how to bring out the next generation. Somebody has got to say, we gotta start. You have to start somewhere, because if I don't know anything about teaching you how to be moral, you're not teaching your child how to be moral. It's just a nasty, stinking cycle, and somebody's got to say, we got to do something to pick it up from here.
But these niggas out of hand though?
That goes without saying. It's terrible.
Like,
but somebody. I
grew up with with two parents or whatever.
No, I ain't talking about in your household.
Oh, just
out in the
when
you outside the household.
Right.
Even at your age group. Sorry, even at your age group, you see it more than we do.
Yeah, most of it.
Because my son ain't gonna let me see what they doing out there.
Because mostly it's like mom's always at work or whatever, trying to support her kids or whatever. So the daughter's left at home by herself to do whatever.
Yeah.
So
and then she don't know about
see, this is the thing. I don't want to fault a parent like that, because if you got to work, you gotta work. I mean, what y'all gonna live in a box?
Yeah, that's right.
Or you gonna pay the bills? But only thing you can do in that situation, to me, is try your best to talk to the child, and
gotta do it.
I mean, if you gotta work, you gotta work, and just hope and pray that they don't go and do what they shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Sometimes that's when society steps in.
That's what I'm saying.
That's when MTV and VH1
right. They're raising
showing you how to twerk,
right.
and she making a video on
it. Point.
Like the video they had where the guy caught his daughter doing the twerk video, and he beat the crap out of him. And they was like, oh, he should have did that. Man, he should have did more than that.
Did y'all see the video? The actual video of the girls?
No.
If you look
I don't want to see that. They too young.
But they were doing it. It wasn't that bad. Tommy Sotomayor on YouTube, he had the video on his page, and I watched it, and I'm like, it wasn't. Yes, it was. It was that bad. But the one girl was worse than the other.
But look at that.
So
that's the morals right there.
Right, you give them a pass because it's not that bad.
You want to sit in and pop your little coochie all over the internet, and you got guys like in Cleveland kidnapping girls.
Right, keep them for 10 years.
And
how long he kept them?
It's just terrible. Look what they showing even the young man in the generation.
Yeah.
Right.
That's Chicago thing.
Don't knock it up from the country.
That's Chicago thing.
I am too.
Well, Calvin, you asked what state it is in. I think it's critical. I think it's at an epidemic state.
Yeah.
And I think people they're blind, or don't, like I said, boys, they don't know, don't show, or don't care what's going on. Because if you open your eyes, it's obvious. And I think what you said, hey, you can't teach somebody something you don't know, but however, somebody has to be accountable for these kids.
Exactly.
You can't just keep passing the buck and say, okay, it ain't your problem. Whose problem is that?
If your daughter is all over Facebook and
it goes back to the parents to me.
And Twitter, whatever they put the stuff on.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to raise my son to be a.
I don't care if you got work. It's your responsibility.
You saying this?
You like for what?
But still, it's a parent's responsibility, though. It's me. My kids do, it's a reflection of me. Period. Whatever I don't care what you say about if my daughter does something wrong, it's a reflection of me. Period.
It is.
Am I accountable for it? Maybe I'm responsible.
I'm 50-50 on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can do all. You can do all that you can do. At a certain point, they gonna make their own mind.
And I agree with that.
And they ain't gonna have nothing to do.
But it's still a reflection of you.
No, but if you
I'm sorry. You raise your kid.
This man a good. He just a good. Ain't done nothing all his life. His wife the same way.
Okay.
They raising their kid. Okay. She go out and do something that they didn't teach her. It's their fault. That's a reflection of them.
Yes, it is.
Please.
At what age you talk? Because as a parent, you're responsible and accountable to your kids. First of all, to God, He gave you the kids. Secondly, you're responsible legally for your kids up until 17 years of age. So it's on me as a parent.
Now, I'm supposed to be debating with the women. Now I got to debate.
No, you ain't. No, I'm just being real. As a parent, you are responsible. I'm not gonna look to Miss Fox or Mike or the Terry for your kids. I'm looking at you, Dad.
Okay, so
you're responsible for your kids, no one else.
When they go to school or out, just anywhere, you at work, how you gonna be responsible for what they
think?
You're not around them.
I understand that, bro. But here's the deal. We are so used to passing the buck. Oh, it's not me. It's not me. They're away from me now. No, negative. They're a reflection of what you put into them. And of course they're gonna do things crazy. My kids do things crazy all the time. But overall, they're a reflection of dad and mom. Period. And you can't move past go until you accept the responsibility. Kids are a reflection of us. You raise them kids. They're not gonna do crazy stuff. They're a reflection of you. Period. Sorry.
I don't believe that. I mean, I can't agree with that whole. I mean, it's like 50-50 on that. Because you might have some parents that do some stuff that reflect them, but then you have some. I've seen some good parents who kids just went totally out there.
My daughter does some crazy stuff now. I'm like, me and my ex-wife are like, who is this child? We didn't raise this. However, overall, she's still a reflection of us. As parents, we're not perfect. We do the best we can do.
Nobody's perfect.
But our daughter's still a reflection of us. We didn't put that into her. She does stuff just like, whoa. But we still have to accept responsibility.
But
she's our reflection.
Go ahead.
But it comes to a point like you can have, y'all doing the best that y'all can. I understand you saying it's a reflection of you, but then you got her friends that's coming from a single parent, a single parent home, and then she like, oh, that's fun. I'm not seeing like you being a good. Some parents think, being a good parent is keeping your kids locked down in a box or whatever. And like, if they don't get to experience certain stuff, then they experience over here with their friends. So they're like, oh, I want to go over here and do this. And then, you get back here and then you like, oh, I didn't raise you like that. And then, you reprimand them. So they like they don't know what's right. You know what I mean? Right. Like they feel like, it's right for
now, so how could that be a reflection of you?
Easily. Because the key word, I never said all of our actions wouldn't be a reflection. That's the key word. The key word, I didn't say that their actions all wouldn't be a reflection of you. I said, they are going to be a reflection of you. What they do is going to be a reflection of you. Every action, of course not. They go out and steal something, you didn't teach them how to steal.
All right, let me ask you this right here. There's a show on TV right now on Lifetime, I think it's called Preacher's Daughters.
Okay.
And it follows the story of 3 preachers who have daughters who have done everything under the sun. Party, had babies, all this stuff right there. Right. Okay. So, I guess what Gavin was saying, what they did outside of that cannot be a reflection of the parent. And the parents are pastors and preachers. Okay. So it can't be a reflection of, it can't be their fault that she went out and had a baby, or she went out and she partied and did all that stuff. So I think that's what Calvin was saying.
Right, because at a certain point, like
gotcha. Okay, I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha. I feel that, but I'm just saying, a child is a reflection of parents, and that's all I'm saying. At some point, you should see the imprint that you put in their life on them as a reflection of what you put into them. Yeah, they got other influences on them, obviously.
And then the parent should always be there.
Thank you.
Yeah, it will always be there.
Parent, you're responsible.
You're responsible.
Everybody's their own person, so they're gonna do what they want to do.
They're gonna grow up. They're gonna develop a mind. They're gonna develop. And back to the question where they say the morals. I think that the morals are gone because of most of the bad parenting. Okay. But even for some who have been good parents, the kid come in contact with that kid that was bad.
That erases something.
Yeah, I agree.
And like he said, they're gonna see this and see freedom over here, but I'm in Fort Knox at home.
Here. Exactly.
This is what I want to do. All of us want to do what we don't supposed to do.
Right.
We do that naturally.
As a
we do it.
Kid, man.
And you can't reflect that on the parent if they're not showing them that.
Exactly.
When they get to an age of where they just gonna make up their mind. This is what it's free will. So if I don't like get all spiritual and nothing like that, but if God gives us free will and He allows you to do whatever it's your choice, then you're not reflecting that on Him. So you can't reflect that on the parents either, because it's basically the same.
I agree to certain extent. But when you raise up a child, and the way they should go. When they're older, they will not depart from that way.
And they won't.
And they won't. And that's what I'm saying. So they're gonna drift, of course. But if you raise a child in the right way as a parent, there's a certain pattern that's been established way before we others got here. You're a reflection of your parents sitting here right now. You're a reflection of your parents. You're a reflection of your parents sitting here now. We're all a reflection of our parents. That's not saying you're an identical twin and you're going to mimic everything they do. No, you're going to have your own idiosyncrasies. Right. However, there's a reflection of your parents in you.
But I'm saying, you saying like the base of everything that you taught them.
The base is what they taught. Exactly. But just like you said, you said train up the child in the way she go, whatever. God created us, gave us laws to follow, and we did not follow them. And you believe that you're a God believer, right?
Yes, sir.
You believe that He is perfect, right?
Yes.
So if He created us and we wasn't perfect and we had our own mind to deal with what we did, you're not going to reflect it on Him. You're going to blame it on Adam and Eve. So how could you do the same thing reflected on us?
But I think what he's saying is like, they're going to go do what they do or whatever as they get older, but they come back to, they come back to what they had, like, the whole family genre thing or whatever.
Yeah. And you have free will.
That's what I got.
That happens, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes they don't come back.
Yeah.
Hold on. I swear, sometimes I wish I could get back on the panel. Because y'all just being politically correct. And I'm sitting there like, just say the word. Just, y'all don't talk like this y'all don't talk like this on the street.
I will.
Okay. Baby, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the question was about the morals and the values. So we went all the way into child rearing. And I have a lot of thoughts on child rearing. All I can say is do the best you can and pray at the end, because what you get out of it at the end, you never know. And I have some children, and not all of them are anywhere. Some dig. Okay. All right. We're going to go on to the next question.